Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. If you are new, warm welcome. And if you're liking it, just give it a big thumbs up, comment, share, and subscribe if your heart desires. Do appreciate it. Wasn't gonna do much of anything today, but you know, I do remember I needed to do this video, so I figured, why not? Because like I do most mornings, and especially on the weekends, because I kill time before everybody else gets up, so I can start doing whatever without waking somebody up, because that's just me, because I show respect for people, and you know, don't want to wake people up if they don't want to be up yet. So so I pass the time, you know, doing makeup. It was a kind of what little, how do I want to say it, kind of a dismal today. It was raining really hard earlier, and I figured, oh geez, what am I gonna do with today? What am I gonna do with today? But I figured, why not do one of these? And I figured, you know, I have, you know, this really pretty kind of like gray toned makeup to try to do, and I like the little palette so much because this one got a while ago, and because it was on clearance, I believe, like for $1.50 or $1 something. But I really like Revlon products. I am not sure if it is a woke cosmetic line, so do forgive me for not knowing. I know some of what I use is, but you know, this is stuff that was either, you know, bought who knows when, like within the last like maybe year or so before, you know, this woke, you know, nonsense started, you know, popping up all over the place. It's a bunch of nonsense if you ask me, but you know, whatever, you know, to each their own. So and I'm not sure about Wet n Wild either, or even CoverGirl, because I know I have a CoverGirl here in front of me as well. But do forgive me if I have an item here that might be, you know, just let me know. I'm still, you know, browsing the web looking for a quote list of quote woke cosmetic products, but you know, we'll go with it. We'll see what happens, you know. Just tell me if I'm stepping on your toes. I mean, I do apologize. There's no need for that. Because I try not to get too, quote, political. I try not to do that. When I was growing up, you know, my dad always taught me, you know, especially as soon as I started getting up into my late teens and early 20s, there are 3 things that you should not discuss in open forum or in public, and that is sex, religion, and politics. So I'm like, okay, that works, you know, I can deal with that, but whatever. That's another reason why, you know, I have most of my videos for 18 and over. These videos are not meant for children. Nope. So when I do makeup, or if I decide to do makeup on someone else, I do make sure, you know, skin is well rested, cleansed properly, moisturized. If you use a serum, or even use a, what do they call these? A primer. Some people use primers. I still have a little bit left of this, Not sure how much. Eventually I do need to get some more of it. But as long as you have some kind of a base underneath there, you know, I mean, it works. So, I usually cover up underneath the eyes first. Sometimes I go foundation first, and this is an airbrush finish. It is a Maybelline Dream Liquid Mousse. Yes, it's a Maybelline, I'm sorry. But this is really nice stuff. It's a natural ivory light number 3 right at the bottom there. It's really nice. I mean, it's a very light finish. It's very dewy on the skin, and because I don't use a ton of powder there, it's nice. I used today the Yensa Color and Lace, I believe that is. Color and Face. Sorry, it's on the writing on this thing is the BC concealer, and it's just a really nice one for being a full coverage. It has a finish that is for being full coverage. It's really how do I want to describe that? Almost airlight going on, even though it's a full coverage. It's just, you know, the consistency of it is airlight. Yeah, that's a good word. Really nice product, and I believe this is in medium. Yeah, this is in medium warm. I can take a medium because my skin is quote fair to medium. Have some interesting heritage that gives me that. That can be another subject altogether. Maybe another video. Now that I think about it, talk about, you know, science, family heritage, and, you know, cosmetology all wrapped into a little nutshell. We'll do that some video, because I had one on my old YouTube account. When I do any powdering, you know, to kind of set areas, I do not set my entire face. And there's a lot of powder in here, as you can see, tapped into the top of the sieve. I use either a finger, I can use a finger, it works, like right around the edges here, and here. And because I make these weird little faces sometimes, it's called expression lines, kind of like around the nose, I notice occasionally. Right around, just make weird little faces, you know, then your nose makes these little weird, right there. This is the Airspun, Pretty Airspun in Translucent Extra Coverage. Like I said, it's really not necessary if you have dry skin to go nuts with the powder. Now, if you have oily skin, that's a totally different subject. If you're a complete oil slick and you live in a state where you're sweating your face off all the time, you know, it's probably good to go just a little bit heavier on the powder, you know, depending of course. I am going to pop that back because the lighting is just really bad in here. I do apologize. Yeah, but just go for areas where you can see lines due to expression. So yeah, here, the nose occasionally. You can make a weird, you know, like expression with your nose, and right down in these folds around your mouth. Okay. Usually, I did forget a few things coming out here. Let's see. There we go. to do my brows, I started out with a taupe colored brow pencil. This is an Avon product. Normally I hate Avon stuff. Oh my gosh, Avon's just not that great so much anymore. They call this blonde, but you know, it comes off kind of taupe when I push it against my skin. And because my skin's kind of like that crazy, I guess you could say, you know, this compared to my face is similar. But, you know, just, it doesn't even have to have, you know, a complete point on it. You know, just, you know, feather it. Don't go crazy with it. Just make sure that you are filling in those areas. I mean, and I could use this kind of like to buff those lines a little bit. It's not going to make much of a difference anyway because I have darker color at the top of it. It's going to soften it a little bit, but that's okay. This just makes a nice coat for it, and just, you know, those little feathery strokes, and not, you know, those weird thin little lashes, you know, that was kind of like that, oh, that crazy 1990s look. Nuts. Oh my goodness. I go for a brow kit from Wet n Wild, and this is in dark brown, number 498. I am out of the wax, of course, but that's okay. I go for the darkest brown on the bottom there. You can see where it's, you know, kind of hit tap bottom of the pan there. With just a little tapered brush from Lancome. I like these brushes. Very nice. You kind of just, you know, fill in your brows because they should match your hair. They can be a degree darker or a degree lighter, and it's okay. I would rather have them match my hair personally. On a personal note. Absolutely. I like them to match. It doesn't really matter to me, you know, if I have that wax or not. I do use that little spoolie end on it, you know, just, you know, to make the lines look nice and soft and not too harsh. I don't like harsh looking brows. I mean, I don't like those Instagram eyebrow looks. They look very fake. And I'm still compiling all that stuff for that true crime video on the list. There's just way too much stuff. This is the Benefit Brow in brunette. And of course, if you're a blonde, you would want to go for the blonde. Just a little bit of it, just to keep everything in place. Technically, that's what I use it for. Because if you put something like that, or I think it's a Maybelline product that I used to use. Oh my gosh! And because it's a brow tattoo, I would never use that straight onto my brows because it takes forever to get it out of your brows. It's crazy. I only tried it once. And from then on, I just used it technically for, you know, sealing my brows. And that's it. My allergies are so bad that I resorted to drinking tea. I do drink coffee in the morning, but this is like an herbal tea for instead of, you know, popping the cough drops left and right, because they're not mine. When I created the eye look, I made sure that there was a little bit of that concealer and just a little bit of powder on my eyelids. And because I have the AC on constantly, my eyelids are a little bit dry, so I had to make sure, you know, that, you know, there was a good bit of some kind of moisture or something on there. because the AC dries out my skin. But I would rather be a little bit comfortable. Absolutely. So a little bit of the concealer and a little bit of the powder over top. And I went into the palette and using the diagram on the back to do a daytime look. I took the only thing I did not do was taking this black down in the corner to make, you know, the eyeline. But what you can do if you needed to, you know, use a smudge brush to take this in to make kind of like a smoky little line. This one's from e.l.f. I've had this, I think, for about a year. It's a nice little thing. Just makes a nice natural smudgy look. But I took the these two right here. The off shade of brown. It's kind of like a smoky stone gray with a brown undertone to it, and it just, you know, came right in over the crease. And this one up here is kind of like a stone gray, kind of. And I think this one up here is more of a deeper gray borderline black, and that's for a nighttime look. And like I said, I don't use that black tone unless I really need to. But it worked out rather nicely. I mean, oh my goodness. So here we go. Using like this one, like right into this, right into the top edge on both sides. Just to make a nice little contrast. Makes a nice gradient, so to speak. Artistic terms, I did take art in school, so I'm up on my artistic terms. I'm trying to think, there's a cosmetology term, I didn't take cosmetology, so I'm trying to think of the word. Your transition shade. There it is. That's like a medium tone for a transition shade. I really like it, and it really, really works. This one, this little one, is number 525 in Siren. And I can see why they would call that Siren. Just, you know, just a nice, beautiful, like sultry look to the eyes. I think this would be good for any eye color. I do have one in here that is a little quad with the blues. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. I did not feel it would be really, really good for this because, you know, mauve is kind of like a color that not a lot of people use. But, you know, it's a color that has to be coordinated with the right colors, or it just doesn't look right at all. It would probably look good with like a denim blue, kind of like that rugged denim blue look, but definitely not with a very bright blue. The blue palette gave me some really, really nice looks, and it's still very brand new looking. Just take this one, this little one from Lancome, a little bit of that icy gray shade, like right into the silvery gray. You don't have to do anything with the top if you don't want to use any kind of anything to highlight that area. It's just not necessary. I have a little tank on. I'm comfortable. I'm very comfortable. For once. It's hard to be comfortable sometimes, I think. When I was pregnant with my daughter, it was really, really hot that summer. And in 2005, it was a dreadfully hot summer. It was really, really awful to get comfortable. But once I did, it was perfect, and I turned our apartment into the only igloo in Dillsburg. So it was like freezing cold in there, but it's like, hey, I'm comfortable. So deal with it. Oh my goodness. Let's see here. I used the benefit of 2 eyeliners. Just to soften the black, I used a brown black. And before I even eyeline it all, I used one of these to curl my eyelashes. I really don't need to fix any of this. This is a brown black, and this is what they call a gel eyeliner in a pen. The Wet n Wild Breakup Proof. This is $4.93 in black brown. It's a really, really nice black brown. It's not too harsh like a regular black is. Normally, I just go like for the outer edge and push in. Or sometimes I find myself going from in and going out. You know, just occasionally I find myself doing the opposite. Now, I am not going to swatch this because it's really, really hard to get off. This is the Wet n Wild Breakup Proof Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner in a pen. Has kind of like that little felt tip. And I do see one little thing that just needs fixed. There we go. That's better. Just needed a little tweak. Not too bad. Because I line both top and bottom. Because I can't go without doing top and bottom. It looks weird if I don't. I have naturally very dark blue eyes. So I'm kind of like one of those types that I need my makeup. Without it, I look weird. I look weird without my makeup. I use ample coats of the Revlon Peacock Flare Waterproof. And believe me, it's waterproof. I have a heck of a time trying to get it off in the shower. So while I'm under hot water, you know, or warm water, I use a little bit of baby oil along with the hot water, massaging it into my face and massaging it into my lashes to be able to get a good bit of it off. With this crazy thing, oh my gosh, it's a nice one. It's a nice open wand. I really like that. I normally don't do bottom lashes except, you know, for special occasions. It's not too often, but it's cool. And this, of course, is in black. Most of what I use is in black, brown black or something. Let's see. I used a different trick with the sculpting method, you know, for the contouring. Because a good contoured edge. Hold on a second. My clips, my little hairdresser's clips, and I'm gonna, you know, pull my hair back here. And I use the dual-ended from Wet n Wild. This is in 751A and light to medium. The medium to tan was just a little too much. But I'm gonna take the contour shade. And you're coming right here and right through here. You don't need to go anyplace else with it unless you're looking like to sculpt out a face like for monster makeup. If you do it like for like Halloween. Sometimes it's like really hard, you know, to get it, you know, just perfectly. And when I highlighted areas, I took the highlight right from right here the whole way out, because when I started doing this, and it's only been like that for the past couple of days, it really worked to brighten up my face. I couldn't believe it, and I'm like, this is so cool. Now when I did this, I used my beauty blender. Right here, we use, instead of the bottom fat end, I'm going to use the pointed end. I'm just coming down like right and here. And I just could not believe it, you know, that this actually worked for me. I just could not believe it. No kidding, I saw this on YouTube. And it wasn't something that like my husband, you know, sent me via TikTok. I can't stand TikTok. It's crazy. I can't stand TikTok. I wish people would get rid of TikTok. Craziness. Oh my gosh. I'm just coming right around that edge. Right there. And you're only coming like down like so far. You don't need, you know, to go any further unless you're looking to sculpt your entire face, and which you really don't need to. And if you're looking to thin down the jawline, you know, keep going, you know, with that vertical line here. Horizontal line. Sorry. Horizontal. Right down through here. And through the chin area, if you have that, you know, doubled up little chin there. And I had to show my daughter how to contour her nose, and she says, "Wow, I've got a new nose. Thanks, Mom." And I'm like, "You're welcome." But I keep learning things, and I'm like, "This is so cool. I like it. I really like it." This really helps me in the morning, you know. I don't have to, you know, like, go freaking crazy with the contour anymore. You know, I can, you know, find ways to kind of lessen my time a little bit. I use this, sorry about the mirror there. It is a Physicians Formula. This is the Healthy Wear in Light. Looks rather medium, but I'm just going to take it, you know, just through here. And always when you do your nose, push upwards. No matter what you're using, what kind of tool you're using your fingers. Take it and let it upwards against the sides, because then you're thinning down your nose a little bit. Like, hey, that's cool. But notice I'm dragging it down just a little bit. It's okay. It's your face, you know, do what you want with it. I'm just here to give you tips. Drag it down just a little bit. I use this to seal every single place that I have contoured. It's nice. I don't use it for technical bronzing. Technical bronzing, Let me find it. Holy cow. There it is. It's right in front of me. The Rimmel Natural Bronzer. I absolutely love this. I had to, plead with my husband to let me get it because my other bronzer had way too much shimmer in it. This has some shimmer in it, but not nearly as much as the other one. I mean, when you look at this, I mean, you can see some shimmer in it, but not nearly as much as the other one did. And I like spending money anyway, so. But right back in here, I took a lipstick. Yes, I took a lipstick. And just like put a couple little dots right. This is number 473 in Mauve Night, and it is a itchy Revlon product. Fingers. Use fingers or use a beauty blender. Tap it in there, just get it going, just to make it look, like it's where it's supposed to be. Blush is reserved for right here only. Don't put it anyplace else, because that's just, not a good place to put it. When makeup was done the old-fashioned way, like with I've seen my Nan, she would use Q-tips to apply certain makeup. I went ahead and put a little bit of this on my lips as well, over top of the center star, the bridge of the nose, top of the cheekbones, and the cupid's bow. I took my City Color Champagne Collection highlight and went for light topaz right here because it has a little shift of pink in it, and it's, oh my goodness, really, really nice. So I took a my throat fan brush right in here. You can see it a little bit here. Over the cupid's bow. It's harder with the brush. Do it there, here, and here. You're balancing adequate shadow and light, so it's we're all good. It's giving you a healthy glow to your face. Got one of these, you're good, because that brushes out your brows and combs out your crazy little brows. Or if you're lucky enough to have nice full brows, take a blush brush just to blend out that color you're putting in your cheeks, and you're done. Thanks guys for turning back, and I'll see you in the next one. Love you so very much. Peace. See you soon.